Let's talk. Who do you want to talk to next?
I think Debbie might be interesting.
Cool. Let's take Debbie in Nebraska. Debbie, you're live with Eric and Jim. What would you like to talk about today?
Hi. Well, I was talking to your screener earlier, and he helped with some of the questions. I am a Christian, and I always have been. And my question is, okay, I had talked to an atheist before, and they said, I'm really jealous of you being a Christian because you have something to look forward to when you die. You go to heaven. And being an atheist, when I die, I have nothing to look forward to. I'm just going to stay dead and not have, be in heaven and be happy forever. What is your response to that?
Sure, absolutely. So if I were to tell you that in 5 years you're going to be given $1 million, that'd be pretty nice, right? Does that make it true? No.
You'd have to show me.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I would say don't go into debt expecting it to be true, right?
Right, because I don't know you.
Well, and I say the same thing about life after death. We don't have any evidence to show that there's anything but this meat sack that we're in. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it actually puts a lot of value on this life that we're living to do the best with it that we can, because it's our only shot. And I see value in a lot in this world around me. I think it's sad that people would say that to you, because we're creating value around us all of the time. If anything, the friends and family that we create, right? The want to make the world a better place by the time we're gone. But to say, that it's sad, I really don't care whether or not it's sad, because if you were sold a false bill of goods, I think that that's atrocious. I would not want to lie to my children because it made them feel better. And I wouldn't want to lie to other people because it made them feel better. I think it's honest to say, we don't know.
So when you have, let's say, your spouse die or a loved one, it's, to you, when they're dead, you'll never see them again. Is that correct? Unlike a Christian where we think we'll all meet again?
Yeah, I actually had to grieve twice, and there are a lot of people who did. And I think that is one of the most gut-wrenching things that Christianity has done. I think it's actually horrible that it's happened that way, that people would be sold this false bill of goods, the idea that they don't need to make amends or make right with the people they love because they're going to get another chance later. No, it's wishful thinking. But it also devalues the time we have here now, and it doesn't really matter. It hurts. Yes, I think it hurts more to mourn them twice.
Well, as a Christian, I try to be as nice as I can to the people that are around me and living, as well as look forward to seeing my dead relatives that I love in the future. I mean, I try to be a good person to the people that are around me as well.
That's awesome. I don't think that's Christian, because I can be a good person too, right?
Yeah, I do the same thing. So for me, the fact that I'm very, very mortal and there's nothing after it means that if I want to have that perfect good life, I need to get moving on it right now, every day, every second of every day. I can't wait until I'm dead, because there's nothing after I'm dead. There's no consciousness. There's nothing. So if I want that better life, I've got to get started in doing it today. I can't put anything off until tomorrow. If I want to tell people that I love them, if I want to show them affection, if I want them to know how I feel about them, I have to tell them today, because tomorrow is not promised. And there'll be nothing after that. There's just no way for them to know. So in many ways, it really focuses me on what I want right now and what I need to focus on, and keeps me focused, as opposed to, for instance, my parents, who aren't nearly as focused on that. They're just kind of, things will get better for them when they die. And it's not that they don't have bad things happening to them now, or they're living in a bad place. They've got life pretty comfortable, but that is still their attitude. They're just letting life happen to them, as opposed to happening to life. And I think that's a danger in thinking there's something better after you're dead. It's very easy to get lazy thinking you have an eternity to do something.
Can I tie into?
Oh, I don't feel that way.
Oh, good, good. Not every Christian does. I should have been a little bit clearer on that. Not every Christian does.
I would love to tie
and
into.
You're fine.
Oh,
You're
I'd love
fine.
to tie into something that Jim said. We keep talking over each other.
Yeah.
I apologize. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What?
Are you a Mormon?
No.
Okay. Have you met Mormons?
Yes, I even have a Mormon Bible.
Awesome. The
because
book of
I love different religions. It's something in cults. It's my interest.
Sure. Same here. That's one of the reasons I became an atheist.
Yeah.
that said,
I can understand. Yeah.
Yeah. I've talked to a lot of Mormon missionaries, and I've become friends with a good number of them too in my life. And there's this idea that this is the waiting room before the big show. And so instead of pursuing those interests that they find valuable, they're instead racking up as many points as they can because they think that that's what's going to matter in the afterlife. And for someone like myself or Jim, if you step into our shoes for just a minute, how tragic is that? You know, until we can determine that life after death is even possible, we shouldn't behave as though we already know that it is. It's a false bill of goods. It's like telling you that there's $1 million coming your way. Just need to do X, Y, and Z. I think it's sad.
I guess, to me, it's just nice to have something to look forward to, especially as I get older and older. And, it's just nice to know that. And it would be nice to be able to see you two in heaven someday and say, hey, how the heck you doing? And that's just my belief. And I don't want to, I'm not an arguer. And I'm not saying Mormons are bad or good or whatever, but
you sound like
nice
a very
people.
sweet person. It just
Well, thank you.
You do. That said, I really would love for you to think about whether or not the God belief, the Bible belief, but specifically the heaven belief, is justified. Because I don't think there's a justification for it. And I can give you an example because you are incredibly sweet and I don't want to get off the phone with you just yet. Is there free will in heaven?
I don't know.
Do you believe in free will? Do you think we have free will?
You mean right now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when the coronavirus is over, maybe.
I adore you.
That's awesome.
You know what we mean, though. You know what I mean. Do you think that we have free will?
Yeah, I'm sorry, what?
I said, do you think that we have free will?
Right now, yeah.
Okay.
In the United States, yep.
Well, I mean, just as humans, right? Are we robots
sure.
walking around, or are we making choices in some significant way that's outside of our bodies?
Yeah, I'd say yes.
Sure. Okay. Is there free will in heaven?
I don't know.
Okay.
I would like to think. I mean, no one knows for sure. All I know is you're happy forever and there's no pain.
That sounds terrifying. Because
what?
That sounds terrifying. How would that still be you?
Oh, who cares? I'm way overweight and I'm ugly and my eyes are terrible.
Oh,
so.
I really hope that you do care, because I want you to have good reasons for the things that you believe, and not just because it makes you feel good. Because if you do that, you run the risk of opening yourself up to really dangerous ideas and people who can take advantage of you. That same reasoning, it's right because it feels good, can get you in a lot of really bad places. And you're way too sweet a person to fall down that trap.
Well, I don't know who would hurt me because I believe in something good, but
no, it's true because it makes me feel good. I'm specifically talking about that piece. It's true because it makes me feel good.
Yeah, and I do believe it. I do believe it.
Because it makes you feel good.
No, because I have in my past seen where God has helped me. I know it was God who helped me through different things that I prayed for.
Now that Now that is a conversation that I want to have another day. Would you be interested in calling back on another weekend? Because that's a conversation I would love to have with you.
Sure, I don't have anything better to do.
Dang. We only have,
I'm stuck at home. Yeah.
Yeah, we only
have
2,500 people watching. You got nothing better to do.
And I don't mean that in a harsh way.
We didn't take it that way. We didn't. We didn't take it that way at all.
Yeah, just giving you a hard time. Please stay safe out there, man.
Okay. Well, I tell you, God bless, but I know better.
So
we appreciate the sentiment.
That.
Okay.
We appreciate the sentiment. Take care, man.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
There's not enough atheists that take that as the sentiment, not the words, is important. But
yeah, there's a difference between God bless you, like in a just snarky, mean-spirited way, and then there's a lot of people say God bless you, or blessings or something like that. Go with God, and that's just how they know how to say I love you, or that's how they know how to say I hope you're safe or take care of yourself. And you're right, the sentiment is important.